Hello and welcome back to the Lore Raider. It's my 40th video ever, and to celebrate it, I want to let you all in a little secret. I've been lowballing Samus this entire time. Now I know, how in the world is the guy calling her low multiversal lowballing Samus? Well, you see, I've been keeping a rather conservative estimate of Samus' power level, so to ease my community into realizing that she isn't some low-class starbuster. But ever since I watched Chuck's video on how strong the new version of Cell is, and realizing that Dragon Ball characters are gating to high multiversal, I knew I had to bring out the big guns of Metroid scaling. So how do I plan to prove Samus gets anywhere even close to them? Well, luckily Metroid is kind enough to provide us the fact that Samus consistently gets motivational boosts and rage boosts, and that these boosts give her a 5 times buff, not to mention the buffs her suit gives her. In the prequel manga, we see Kraid leave base suit Samus clinging to life, and then 10 minutes later, various suit Samus beats the shit out of Ridley, so these buffs are not insignificant. Now what's also important to realize is Samus can get buffs for relatively minor reactions. For example, she gets a rage buff amp for some random fighter talking smack to her, or trying to live up to her protege's example when fighting against Integra. This means that given all this, we can make firm estimates on how many amps Samus gets over time. And don't worry, I'll take a conservative measure because trust me, the numbers get crazy anyway. Also, if you think the manga isn't canon, please watch this video. I don't have time to deal with you. Let's start with End of Prime 2 Samus. Let's say at the start she can bust 5 universes. Now why 5? Well, she's stronger than Dark Samus, who can casually tank the implosion of the Dark Aether universe. Now, if this was healthy base Dark Samus, I'd just say 2 to 3 universes. But this is a dying Dark Samus who couldn't even maintain her physical form, who took no damage from this universe imploding on top of her. When you're that casually universal, 5 seems like a fair and lowball number. Now on screen, I'll list all the likely rage and motivational amps Samus would be getting during Prime 3. As you see, between the deaths of her free hunter friends, a suit upgrade, and her determination to end the Phazon crisis, we come to 5 amps. Each amp is worth a 5 times multiplier, so by the end of Prime 3, Samus went from a 5 times universe buster to a 15,625 universe buster based on this multiplier. Let's skip Federation Force and move to Metroid 2. As you see on screen, we have her determination to complete the job, the various suit and gravity suit upgrades, and her sheer hatred for Ridley. You could argue Ridley hate amp should count for more, but let's just stick with the 5 times buff. So that's 4 more buffs for Samus, going from 15,625 to 9,765,625 universes. What about Super Metroid? Well, given Samus really hates space pirates, really hates them, we will give her an amp for each pirate commander she fights. So 2 Ridley fights, the Kraid fight, the Dragon fight, the Phantoon fight, and Mother Brain fight. Then there's the various suit and gravity suit upgrade, and the final loss of the infant Metroid amp. So that's 9 more amps. We went from 9,765,625 universes to 19,733,486,328,125 universes. What's that? We have more games to go through? Okay. Let's skip other M, since most can agree Samus was nerfed for plot-induced stupidity reasons. With the Samus Enjoy manga, let's be conservative. The Megaroid and Extermination amp, the Motivation amp against Integra, the Rage boost against the Pirate Fodder, and then the Rage boost against Greed, the Variant buff in EX manga, and the last motivational amp when saving the literal universes. So 6 more amps total. That goes from 19,486,328,125 to well over 298 quadrillion, 23 trillion universes. And we still have Fusion and Dread to go through. So for the sake of time, let's do a lightning round in this one. Fusion, we get the Various suit, the Gravity suit, the SAX Fuse suit, Samus breaking free from Adam's control amp, the Neo Ridley Hate amp, and the determination to stop the SAX. So that's 6 more amps. Then the Metroid Dread, we have, again, trying to stop the X again, the pep talk from Quiet Robe, the determination to stop Ravenbeak, Kraid being a space pirate, the Various suit and Gravity suit amps, and finally the Super Rage amp at the end, followed by the Metroid suit amp, giving us 8 more amps. Between the two games, that's 14 total amps, which comes to a monstrous 1 octillion, 818 septillion, 989 sextillion, 403 quintillion, 546 quadrillion universes. And this is a conservative estimate. I could easily have counted way more instances of motivational or rage boost ants if I really wanted to, but I think you get the point. Now, if you're going to say that Samus has a glass ceiling, no, she doesn't. She has been stated in the manga and in the games to have infinite potential, much like a Saiyan. She has no real upper limit. So what does this form of Samus, who I'll call the canon power creep Samus, mean for matchups I've already done? Well, firstly, she slaps the shit out of Doomslayer. Still, it's a much easier GG. I'm confident that Samus would also slap the shit out of the Dragon Ball universe now. The lowballed speed I use for her should reasonably be increasing per game, per amp. And it was already quadrillions of times the speed of light without applying all the amps. So yeah, GG. This also means that the Metroid universe at large is continuously getting stronger, which makes sense, because again, power creep, and the idea of the Federation fending off the Covenant, or the X-Parasites fucking everything over, is far more assured. My policy moving forward from this video is to consider a conservative and a generous Metroid universe when doing discussions, so that people who prefer one set of scaling or the other can be happy. For example, if I did, Warhammer versus Metroid, I could compare the two with the conservative mindset and with the more generous mindset. Anyway, that's all from me. So be safe, be wise, and please pray for a true peace in space.